Morning all. Hope everybody's having a good morning. I know I'm trying to have one already. It's been a pretty good week so far. Not messed with too bad out here. You want to talk about a beautiful morning? Let me show you a beautiful morning out here on this river. This is what you call a beautiful morning. See if we can get this zoomed in good or anything. All right, forward. There we go. Look at that. Look at that fog just rolling on the river. Fog's just rolling on down the river. Damn, what a beautiful
Ready to pair.
What a beautiful morning. Look at this sunrise. Look at that sunrise. Sun just coming up. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. Wow, look at that, guys. Just the sun just starting to come up. Just breaking the trees. Can't ask for anything more beautiful than that. Look at that. Look how beautiful it is up through there. Morning news now, America. Look at this beautiful morning that I got going on. I can't ask for anything more beautiful. Sun just coming up. Got a little bit of fog rolling down the river. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful, bro? Got fish jumping everywhere. See, look at that. Man. Got a few clouds starting to form. We might get some more thunderstorms today. I just thought I'd share my morning with you. That's some of the stuff I get to see first thing in the morning on this river. So, I thought I'd share that with y'all.
Paired.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, New South America. The hangover part on the river is not so fun. But I thought I'd share that morning with you. I thought that was. I have a beautiful morning going on, and I thought I'd share that with you. Let y'all see what I get to see first thing in the morning a lot. Oh man. I'm still getting my first coffee and my first bit of my first cigarette even. That's how early I came on. But I was, but I'm. Oh, that sucks, bro. But I remember when I was lumping loads with my buddy. I used to ride with him, and I'd lump loads to make extra cash and all. I know exactly what you're looking at, bro. I have sat there in many of them with him. I was showing if you go back and you look at the video, you'll see I had to show everybody my morning. It's a beautiful start to a morning out here on the river. Here, I'll show you, Tay. It is gorgeous out here. Let me show you this morning. Look at the fog coming down the river. See the fog just rolling down the river and all that. And then and look at this morning sunrise. Sun just coming up. It just came up. It just got up. It's hard to believe in just a few minutes how quick that sun came up over them trees. But this is what I've been seeing. This is some of the stuff I get to see first thing in the morning. You get to see this fog, you get to see the clouds and all that. It was a beautiful morning, guys, to start. I thought I'd share that with y'all. And why I'm so thankful I'm out here on a river the way I am. So, all right, I'm back inside again.
Paired.
It's all right. It's all right. Tay. It's all right. There's now. Yep. Yep. I probably got about an hour and a half sleep. So it's all right. It's all right, Tay. I just wanted. I ain't been on long. I just came on maybe 8 minutes ago now. Yeah, 8 minutes ago is when I came on. So all good. You didn't. You didn't miss too much. I just wanted to show you the start to my morning. Hell, I ain't even had a full cup of coffee. And hey, Wobbly Boost, how are you, bro? I wish Wendy O would come in here. I haven't seen her in a couple of days. She normally is in here. I like Wendy O. She's a sweetheart. I even asked about her last night, making sure she was all right, so that if people seen her or whatever, because normally she's one of the first ones in here. It's either her or Triple X normally that are first. Joe should be out here today. Back out here. He's supposed to be putting another boat in today. Tay gave you the girl flu? Hey, what's that mean? You're going to turn into a girl now, Wobbly? Actually, he has a friend that has a private doc. We're going to put them all on now. I think you're right. News now. She normally is really fast at getting in a room. Her and Triple X both. I think Triple X does too. He gets a direct feed right from my phone. Well, I got you internet sick, huh? So they gave Wobbly girl flu, and Wobbly gave you internet flu, huh? Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Wobbly Boost. I bet so, news now, but you know, I almost bought me a house one time too, on land, but I ain't regretting it at all now that I'm out here on the river. I prefer the river over the land any day. So I'm happy where I'm at. Damn you, Wobbly. You did it. It's all Wobbly's fault. I know it is. Even if it ain't, it's all Wobbly's fault. uh, yep. Yep. Hashtag it's all Wobbly's fault. Yep. You know we love you, Wobbly Boost. Uh, yeah, I got a 31 foot, 8.5 foot wide, Chris Craft, cabin cruiser is what they call it. Uh, um, Joe has the real houseboat. Um, but my cabin cruiser's, just as nice as any houseboat. Hey, that's funny. But yeah, I love it out here. I can't ask for anything better than being here. Back to the digital clinic. Man, it's beautiful. My doe's ugly. And it got nice and cool last night too. It got down in the 60s again. It was 68 degrees when I woke up this morning, so I like mornings like that. The days are going to be hot though. It's supposed to be up to 96 degrees, and we're supposed to have 80% humidity. That's going to suck. You're still in bed? I wake up normally around 5:30, 6 o'clock. That's if I sleep at all. I normally get about an hour and a half, 2 hours sleep, and we're good. We're still in bed. You need to get that right, Tay. We're still in bed. uh, oh man, what a good morning. It's a good morning to start, guys. What a beautiful morning. You can't ask for anything better than this. A good cup of coffee, a cigarette, a beautiful morning to start, and a good family. God dang. Can I say I'm blessed? I think I'm blessed. Right outside the boat, it's cool. I got right outside the boat several. That's funny. That's funny. Uh, Quit being such a baby wobbly. Yeah. Yeah, news now. I love it here. My God, the peace of mind that I have is worth it, because at least around here we got a bad meth and a bad yeah, houseboats are awesome, but we got a bad meth and we got a bad pill problem around here. And people still get blind. But here's one thing about them people: they don't want to come through the woods to get to you, and they really don't want to come across the river to get to you. So I'm in one of the best spots I can be, right? Because if they wanted to get to me, they'd have to come through the woods or they'd have to come out on the water, and neither one do them crackheads want to, because they'll either have to swim to my boat, because most of them sell, if they have a boat, they'll sell it off just uh, uh, so they can get their fix. So I'm real lucky on that aspect, if you ask me. I'm very lucky. Our houseboat. There he goes again, Tate. Morning, Steve 1911. How are you, bud? No, I'm great, Steve. I was just showing everybody the start to my morning and what I got to see to begin with. I showed the sunrise and the fog rolling down the river and everything else first thing. So it was a beautiful morning to start. Hey, Brian King, and News Now America. Uh, you wouldn't have to do that. All you need is a generator, bud. Get yourself a generator, and you can run yourself a small AC, and it'll keep it nice and cool in one of these houseboats. Um, and you don't need even a 5,000 BTU air conditioner to keep it cool in a houseboat. All you need is about a two about a 2,500 BTU air conditioner, and you'll stay nice and cool in one of these houseboats and be nice. Morning, Brian King. How are you, bro? Uh, I'm just waking up, and I thought I'd show everybody my morning when I got up. It was a beautiful start to the morning. The fog and stuff coming down the river, and the sun just breaking over the trees was when I first started. So it was a beautiful, beautiful start. And I was just talking about how I'm blessed out here. Uh, Good cup of coffee, beautiful morning to start, and got good family here to talk to everything. So I think I'm a blessed person. That was an interesting talk. I got to come in on there at the end of your stream there, Steve. I really enjoyed that talk, you know, about the animals and about things maybe things having a conscience other than us, you know, and being able to joke and us not even know about it. I thought this instead though. Oh, that's funny. Uh, you know, the reason I think animals can have a sense of humor. Uh, when we had our raccoons, when I was growing up, we had pet raccoons. One day, we sat there and we had our raccoon, and we put her in her little carrying cage and all, and why don't keep your little worm to yourself? uh, but we left and she broke out of her cage, right? And we came home and we came back home and everything in all the cupboards was tore out of all the cupboards, literally. I mean, from the bathroom to the kitchen to the bookshelves to everything. It was all strung out and thrown in the floor. And you could see when we walked in, that raccoon sitting right in the middle of it, looked up at us like to say, "Ha ha, I did it, ha 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 ha." So I know that raccoon had a sense of humor. She was always doing stuff like that. So I honestly believe all animals have sense of humor. News now. Yep, there you go, 1911. I think you know. Uh, yeah, news now. You're right. I've never had that problem with drugs, thank God. But a lot of people do get that way, and they do throw their lives away, and it's a damn shame. But 1911. One of the things that my uncle always said. There you go, wobbly boots. uh, one of the things my uncle always told me was laughter was the best medicine. Um, and he always, anytime he had a serious discussion, he always tried to make it light at the very end to make us laugh before we left having a serious discussion. Um, he so by going by that all his life and all that, I could see where Jesus was a comedian, or at least tried to make things humorous. So because it seemed like things stuck better when my uncle was humorous at the end. When he wasn't humorous, it's like I would forget it in a day or two's time. But when he was humorous at the very end of our talks, our serious talks, I always remembered it. So maybe Jesus was that way. Um, he because it seems like when you end things with humor, it sticks better. You know, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding on that, wobbly. Well, news now. Like this generator that I just got from TextVet. That generator, it's got a gallon and a half tank, and it runs 7.5 hours on that gallon and a half tank. I ran it completely dry just to see how long it would. I can see that. I can see that actually. 1911. Well, yeah, yeah. News now. Hindsight's always better than foresight, unfortunately, bro. But yeah, this little generator that I got from TextVet, it runs 7.5 hours on a gallon and a half of gas. It's I have to mix it, but that ain't no problem. But and that generator, if I were to have a 2500 BTU air conditioner, that generator will run that 2500 BTU air conditioner. Because Jody, he had one, and he had one of those same exact generators, and he run a 2500 BTU generator with it, or 2500 BTU air conditioner with it. So for 7.5 hours, you would have air conditioner. And it ain't that expensive. Uh, a lot of the older, a lot of the older generators were expensive to run. You just have to upgrade. That's all. And them generators ain't that expensive. The smaller ones like what I got now. All right, Steve. Steve, I understand. You try to have a good morning, bro. I hope you enjoy your day, and I hope things go good for you today and keep going good for you, bro. That would be a screwed up thing, Brian. I know God has a sense of humor. I know he stands around up in heaven and he goes, I know he pulls the angels to him. He says, "Hey guys, come here. You got to see this. Look at this dumb guy right here. Watch what he's going to do." And then he points at whoever's doing the screwed up thing, and he goes, "See, watch this, watch it." And then they all get a good laugh at us for being stupid. I know him giving us free will was the biggest joke in the world. I know he laughs at us every day. I know God laughs at us every day because of our free will and some of the stupid shit we do. He has to. Yep, yep, Bobbly, you're right. You're right. I'm proud God gave us free will. I'm very proud that He gave it to us, but I guarantee you He laughs at us because He gave it to us. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Bobbly. Either that or like I Either that or like I said, he just he wanted to have some humor in his life too, and he knew it would be humorous to watch with our free will. Yep. uh, I mean, come on, look. You know, God has a sense of humor. He made the platypus. You know, and we could never figure out what a platypus was. A mammal that lays eggs with a duck bill and web feet and everything else. God had a sense of humor. He said, "Here, let me put this thing on earth just to fuck with humans." He did that. That's what a platypus was all about, just to fuck with us. That's the best. That's the best answer. News now, America. It is laughter. That's the only way you can really. Morning, Copper. How are you, bro? You're right. You're right. News now, America. You're right. That's how I deal with any of my stress. I try to laugh it off and go on and try to enjoy life and look for the simple little things like a beautiful sunrise this morning, to help me along. Too deep for this. uh, well, what people think is a punishing life, what people think is a punishing life ain't always a punishing life for you. I agree, Tucker. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. Trucker. I'm still gonna call you Copper. That sounds weird trying to call you Trucker. I'm still calling you Copper, bro. But yeah, I agree with that too. But see, everybody wonders how I can live out here on a boat. A lot of people do that. They're like, how can you live that way? Ah da 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 da. Ain't it hard to live that way? And you know, honestly, it depends on what you want to do with your life. It ain't that hard for me. Other people would have a conniption fit trying to live out here and not know how to do it. Um, I've seen a lot of people try to come out here and live out here on this river that said, "Oh, I can do it, I can do it." And then once they got out here and actually started doing it, they couldn't do it. Um, so what's hard for one person ain't hard for the other. It depends on how you're brought up, what you're used to, and everything else. All right, good, Copper. I try to call you CT or trucker or any of that. It just don't seem to fit because when I first met you, you were Copper. You know, that's what I remember you by, and that's the way I'm going to have to remember you by. And I'll tell you one of the biggest things that one of the women really. There you go. Women really have a problem with this type of life because they don't get the amenities that they like. A lot of women like to look pretty, and they like to have their little uh, 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 blow dryers and everything else, and curling irons and things like that, so they could look pretty. They So women really have a problem with this type of life. Once they get out here, they think it's cool to begin with, and then once they get out here and see, oh wow, this ain't exactly what I thought it would be, and they decide it ain't what they want. It's cool for about a week or two, and then it's done. I know where Springfield, Ohio is, Noobs Now America. I've been there before. Yeah, yeah. Copper, he's a trucker too. He knows probably about some of the spots you're at, News Now. But Springfield, Ohio, I never particularly cared for the whole place when I was there. So, needless to say, needless to say, I can see why you ain't slept much at all while being there. Wow. Wow, 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 News Now. I love today. I love today. 11 p.m. appointment tonight, 4 hours away. Wow. Spare parts is what a platypus is. Morning day. Mm. Listening to the woodpeckers out there. Pretty much. Pretty much. Oh my gosh. Wow. Got a bumblebee out here already this morning. Yep. Honestly, I do. I think that was. Hey, Eggs, how are you, bro? There you go, truck, Copper. How's your morning going, Eggs? Hopefully you're having a good morning. So, Copper, you don't stop in West Memphis up there? I know they got a lot of truck stops up there in West Memphis. Been to them. Get on out of here, Bumblebee. Go play somewhere else, buddy. Well, I can understand why you're not allowed to stay there. West Memphis is a pretty rough section of the world. Good, good, good. I'm glad to hear that, Egg. Yes, you're right, News Now America. You're right. Yes, you're right, Wobbly. They ain't even supposed to be able to fly, according to modern physics. But that ain't what God had designed for it. So I think it's funny how people try to. I think it's funny how scientists try to question what God has done, uh, and even try to remake what God's done. Because I think that's funny that they try to do that. Because to me, every time I see something that people have made, they can't duplicate what God made because of the simple fact. Let's take the coho salmon, which is a human-made salmon. Yes, I agree, Boost. Let's take the coho salmon. That was a salmon that was genetically engineered by humans. The coho was. Well, not a coho salmon out there can reproduce. They don't. They act like they're spawning and everything else, but they don't. But they don't reproduce. So yeah, I agree. Eggs. I agree with you on that, Eggs. A whole store full of impossible animals. The last time I went to Walmart on Black Friday, that was a definite right there on Black Friday. I watched a little old woman beat the hell out of a guy with her purse. That shit was so funny. That woman was like 83 years old and just beat the hell out of a guy with a purse just to get a TV. That shit was so funny. That was on a Black Friday. I don't I will not go to Walmart on a Black Friday no more. You can't pay me money to do that. Y'all hear the woodpecker? All right, Wobbly Boost. I'll watch that later. That too, Copper, or the day after Christmas. Never go to Walmart the day after Christmas. Yep. Yeah, Walmart videos are hilarious. And people get ridiculous at Walmart. There ain't no kidding on that. I'm still here, guys. I just need to heat up some more water so I can get some coffee. Well, actually, no, I don't. It's still warm. Good. Just need to get my coffee cup of coffee. See if I can keep from falling down the steps. Yeah, I got y'all put up in the window so my phone stays nice and cool, and I got real good reception. This right here, this window that I got y'all in, I get 4 to 5 bars worth of service right here. There you go. There you go, News Now America. I have actually done that myself. Um, and got I've sat there and buy stuff dirt cheap, bring it back in February, and then get what I really want. Uh, Done that. Either that, or I'll take the stuff to a flea market or something and sell it for more than what I paid for it. But you know, if they could sell that one day a year like that, uh, uh, makes you wonder. It makes you wonder what if they could actually sell it every day, every year like that. And I'm sure they can because I had a buddy who used to buy for Walmart. That was his job. He'd go across the world, literally across the world, and buy train loads of shit for Walmart. And when he got done buying it, it would be like 12 to 25 cents for an item that we're paying $25 to $40 for. So yeah, they make a fortune off of us at Walmart. Uh, People don't even question that, you know. But I know what Walmart makes off their stuff. Like I said, my buddy he one of the main stops he used to go to is Japan, and literally he would buy train loads, mile long train loads full of stuff for Walmart, and he paid pennies on the dollar for it. And now and then Walmart gets it for like 12 to 25 cents, and then charges us $25 for what they just paid 12 to 25 cents for. So yeah, it shows you how much money, how much pure profit that Walmart has. You know, straight up pure profit. But like I said, people don't question Walmart on that. They just say, well, okay, we're good. I'll buy that. you know. Yep, there you go. Uh, I mean, that's what I'm talking about, wobbly boost, right there. Tay, you lurker. I mean that shows you the profit that they make. You know, they buy it for pennies on the dollar, and then they sell it for way more than what they pay for it. Almost 3,000%. Almost 3,000% profit. You know. Yep. News now. You're right. They don't care about their customers at all at Walmart anymore. I remember back when Sam Walton was still alive, though, he cared about his customers. And the reason I know that when Sam Walton was alive, he cared about his customers, I was in Sullivan City Walmart when I was 9 years old. And this lady, first of all, I saw this old man get out of his truck. He was in bibbed overalls. The truck looked like it was beat all to hell. It looked like it just came off of out of a farmer's field, you know. And he walked in and he walked around the store. He checked out the store. He bought it. He got a few things in a cart and he walked up to the cash register. And I was right behind the old man with my mom. And, my while we were there, the lady was on the phone. The cashier was on the phone and not dealing with the customers. And he says, "Ma'am, I'm sort of in a hurry. Can you please check me out?" And she looked right at the old man and says, "You're just gonna have to wait until I'm done with my phone call, then I'll help you." And you could see the hell go through that man. And he says, "Ma'am, let me tell you who I am." She said, "I don't care who you are, you're going to wait." He says, "You're going to care because what you're going to do now is you're going to get your manager up here and I am firing you." She says, "And who the hell do you think you are to fire me?" And he pulled out his wallet and he showed her who he was. And it was Sam Walton himself. And he pulled out his wallet and said, "I'm Sam Walton. I own every Walmart store here in the United States." And he said, "Now call your manager up here. You're fired." And that's the way he was. He used to do that. He'd make pop-ins and do inspections of the store and everything else to make sure his customers were being treated right. You know, he was a good store owner. The Now his boys, after he's passed away, they have slandered Walmart's name, and I won't even go to Walmart no more. If I keep from it, I'd rather go spend my money at a mom and pop store and pay extra money to that mom and pop store than I would go to Walmart. The only reason I go to Walmart is to get my phone card to keep my phone going. That's the only reason I step foot in a Walmart. Uh, and if another store sold the straight talk phone cards other than Walmart, I would go to that store. So that's just the way I am. I do not like Walmart. I hate Walmart now that his boy's taking it over. And you can't. And if I don't have to spend money there, I won't. Yep, for a decade. Dang, that's only 10 years. You've only had them for 10 years in Walmart. You've only had Walmart for 10 years, Wobbly Boost. Wow. Yeah, I know, Copper. Sam Walton was always for helping out anybody, you know. But he remembered what it was like to have nothing. I mean, he started out as a little secondhand store in Arkansas, in Bentonville, Arkansas. He had was a little secondhand thrift shop store, and that was the original store he had. So he knew what it was like to have absolutely nothing. He knew what it was like to need help and go. Unfortunately, his sons and his family and his daughters and shit, they grew up with him with what he already had, and they didn't know what it was like to be poor, and they didn't know what it was like to need help and everything else. So, but eventually, it's gonna come and bite them in the ass. It's gonna bite them hard in the ass. Uh, um, so you're so right. I remember them having the commercials. Saying if you're a trucker, come to the WalMarts and take a snap and all that. I remember that. Yeah, I agree, Wobbly. And they do. They rely on trucking extensively. Uh, 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 exclusively. I mean, not extensively, exclusively. You're right. Exclusively is right. I tell you what, Copper, you couldn't get me to work for Walmart. I've never worked for Walmart, but for about a week. I worked for them for about a week, and then I'm like, how can I work for these people? You know, and then I left them. I quit. I won't work for Walmart. Uh, uh, that's me. I wouldn't care if they offered me more money than what I was making by traveling over the road. I've heard they take care of their. I hear they take care of their workers too, and then I've seen what they've also done to their workers. So I wouldn't trust Walmart as far as I could pick up this 18-ton boat and throw it. Honestly, but that's my feelings about it. I can understand if you'd like to if you tried it and everything else. Uh, I could understand if you wanted to try it and everything and things like that. I ain't trying to tell you not to. That's just my personal opinion. I would never work for them. So there you go. And here's another thing about Walmart I dislike, and I've been seeing it more and more. They have been giving more and more money to the police departments. It seems like every year they give more and more and more and more to the police departments. And it seems like they're supporting this tyrant bullcrap to me. That's another reason why I just soon not deal with Walmart or work for them anymore. Like the like the police station right here in Dixie County. The Dixie County cops were given like $5,000 from Walmart just a couple months ago. Um, so I mean, needless to say, I don't. I have a problem supporting that. you know, especially with as corrupt as Dixie County cops are. Uh, I wouldn't, I can't support that at all. I'm glad we got a lot of mom and pop stores around here, in Dixie. So, yep, that sounds about right, Brian King. When I worked there for the week I worked there, that's about all I did was unload trucks, and that's about right. Three to four, anywhere between 2 to 4 trucks a night is what we'd have come in at that Walmart. Yep, had it happen, uh, Copper. Had it happen. Ooh. Damn, still a beautiful morning. I love listening to the birds when they wake up and everything. There went a banded water snake. Too bad I couldn't get him on the video for you. He went up into the tree. Little banded water snake. So many people mistake the banded water snake for water moccasins. That's the sad part for that particular species of snakes. Because a banded water snake is a pretty snake. Oh, that sounds about like not fun. That don't sound like fun at all. I remember one time I was riding with my friend. We got up to Boston Market with a load full of corn, and we were there on time. It's just there was other trucks in front of us, and there was other trucks in front of us. But when it was time for quitting time, they didn't take care of us. They just left, even though we were sitting on the parking lot. And needless to say, we were stuck there. We were stuck there at Boston Market over the 4th of July. My buddy dropped the trailer in their parking lot, and we drove off down into outside of Boston. We found us a little bar, and we had our 4th of July celebration, but that sucked. Yeah, I bet you so, Eggman. That does it. It will, too. Well, that I understand, CT. It is now 72 degrees here. It's just now starting to warm up. But it's going to be hot as fuck before long. Now that's some fucked up shit, Brian King, right there. You know, I think I would have quit right then and there. About the time they told me I was stuck there and I had to pay for it, I would have quit. Wow. That's saying something, Brian. Wow. But yeah, they would not have liked me if they did that to me. They wouldn't have had me working for them anymore. They tried to do that to me. Be right back, guys. I need to check something. All right, guys, I'm back. That's a lot of snow in a very short time. But I've seen that big of snows before. That's part of the reason why I love Florida. I don't have to deal with that stuff. No, I couldn't see my little John boat, and I wanted to make sure it didn't break free or anything else, and start floating down the river. I wasn't gone long enough to water the river. Wow, that ain't good. All right, Eggs, you have a good day. Gonna milk his cow. Ah. That's good. That's good, Copper, because I tell you what, that's a hard working person as a waitress, and they deserve a tip for the most part. I've only not tipped probably three waitresses in the time all the time I've been going to restaurants and things like that. And the three I didn't tip were straight up just rude ass waitresses. So that's why they didn't get a tip. I always try to give at least $1 minimum. So, and I've even given up as much as upwards to as much as $10 to $15. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that, Copper. That's insanity. That's some pretty sorry ass individuals to do that to that waitress. 3 days being stuck in a freaking restaurant and getting a $4 tip. Jesus. I remember the blizzard of '93. Me and my dad were coming up through Alabama, and we got right there just outside of Birmingham, Alabama when it hit, and it dropped 28 inches of snow overnight, and right outside of Birmingham, Alabama, where we were at. That's funny, Wobbly. uh, uh, and we thank God my dad saw it coming, and he had the foresight to go ahead and get us a motel. So wow, that's a hell of a thing. But 28 inches of snow in Birmingham, Alabama. That state, I tell you what, Alabama was practically immobilized and paralyzed with 28 inches of snow. They didn't know what to do. They don't get that. Yeah, up there, Brian, but not down in Alabama. They don't. Alabama don't get snow, so they were actually paralyzed in Alabama. But up where you're at, yeah, 28 inches of snow ain't shit. Alabama, that's a lot of snow when they don't normally get snow. Yep, yep. Copper, I can see that's what you did. Uh, I've been stuck because of an ice storm at a truck stop just outside of Wichita. Yeah, 28 inches of snow shuts the South down. Boop, it's done. So do mine, Tay. So do mine. I love that's one of my favorite things about first thing in the morning is waking up and listening to the birds start chirping and start singing. I love it. Yeah, there you go, Tay. Yeah, Texas, Texas, you get a lot of ice there, though, don't you, Tay? Yeah, you got a point there, news now. Yep. Woohoo, Copper. Oh, you don't get a lot of ice where you're at? I know in some parts of Texas they get a lot of ice. One flake with grass. That's funny, Wobbly. I tell you what, 4 years ago it snowed for 5 minutes in Tallahassee, Florida. And they said in that 5 minutes there was more wrecks in that 5 minutes in Tallahassee, Florida than all of the wrecks combined in Tallahassee, Florida. For the years past, because people were just sitting there stopping and gawking at the snow. Literally right in the middle of the road, they would stop their car and just gawk at the snow coming down. There you go, Tay. Yeah, Tallahassee don't get snow at all. Uh, uh, and I tell you what, right here on this river, which is even further south than Tallahassee, last year it snowed for about 3 minutes out here on the river. I about shit myself. Last year was the coldest winter in this area that they had in 12 and I think they said in 24 years. Yeah, they there was some bad ice during that time, uh, Copper, and that also hurt the orange industry down here really bad too. Back in those times, um, put a lot of orange groves out because it killed the oranges and all. I agree, Tay, it is. Yes, they are, Wobbly. Yes, they are. What gets me is them idiots in them four wheelers. They think you can stop that big truck on a dime. Well, on to lurk mode. Okay, Copper. But yeah, they think they could stop them big trucks on a dime when they're when and they cut them off and everything else. And then when they get hit by the big truck, they're like, "Oh no, what happened?" You know, you just cut them off. That's what happened. They couldn't stop on a dime. People in small cars are stupid, if you ask me at times. I wonder if there's any left in there. I love peanut butter straight out of the jar. One of the best breakfasts around. Peanut butter straight out of the jar. Yeah, no crap news now. You ain't kidding.
Ready to pair.
There you go, Brian King. You ain't kidding. uh, I've seen ice on the road many a times. They get stupid on the ice. Yeah, the truck drivers that don't understand that you can't stop a truck on a dime, they should not even be on the road, as far as I'm concerned.
Paired.
They should not even have a CDL. Uh, I tell you what, I could live on just peanut butter, I think. Well, no, I couldn't. I'd have to have some meat. But I could make it a staple of my diet, let's put it that way. Cybertron's in trucking school, watch out. Oh, man. That could be scary. No, I think Cybertron would make a great trucker. I don't think he seems to be pretty earth about stuff, about common sense stuff. So, honestly, I think he'd be a great trucker. God damn, playing keyboard. Oh, that's why. I realize you're wondering. Hey, Archer. How are you? You right there. Good to see you, bro. I'm glad you're enjoying your time with your kids, bro. That's freaking awesome, man. I'm great. Yeah, that would be an entertaining thing to train him, yes. All right, Tay. Yeah, you're right, News Now America, and that's scary out there on them roads. You're right. What's new right now? Nothing much. Just trying to enjoy the day. The day's just starting here, bro, for me. And I've been and I got to see a beautiful sunrise and everything. Been listening to the birds. Been talking to y'all. It's been a great morning for me. right, right, right. News Now America. That'd be funny. Uh, I'm watching some ducks. Too bad my phone ain't that good. I would show y'all the ducks I see out here just up the river from me. My phone ain't good enough to film them though, unfortunately. There's a female wood duck out here with some babies. Well, I call them babies. They're half grown now, I'd say. But yes, I agree, Wobbly Boost. I agree. I have eaten peanut butter many times with my finger. American, that's funny. Double sneezed and farted at the same time. Uh, um, honestly, Brian, I can't say as I have, but I haven't been jumping on a lot of streams lately. I've been really watching well, that's good. I'm glad that the views are good for you because I like I said, I ain't seen anybody advertise it, but I ain't I again, but then again, I ain't been in too many streams. Especially the last couple of days because I was doing research again. I was doing research again on Bow, so I had me watching videos on Bow so I could get as much as I could on that Darla Peavy bitch when I made my complaint to the investigators and all. So wow, that's great, Brian. That's awesome. I told you you do great work, Brian, and people enjoy your work. I can tell you that. And honestly, I know I like to watch your videos because of the work you do. Um, and I believe I even complimented you on that particular piece for News Now. So yeah, no crap, Archer. You ain't kidding. All right, Tay, you're working on some new vids too, huh? Awesome. It's America. Uh, yeah, it might. It might. Hey, Flo, what's up, bro? Yeah, see my ugly face this early in the morning? That's a scary sight, ain't it? Clouds are already forming, so it might start raining pretty early today. Uh, wow, Flo, we've been lucky the last 2 nights. It rained right before sunset here, and the last 2 nights it's been 68 degrees. So we've been lucky. Yep. Well, that's a matter of opinion, Flo. It's hard to look at a brother as hot. The last word I heard, Archer, is it could be as long as 3 months. Um, but they did get him a good lawyer now. I was talking about Bow myself. I didn't know about MP. Damn, Flo, you already had a full morning. Yeah, they can hold him as long as 6 months. Yeah, so be right back, guys. I need to make a cigarette. All right. All right, News Now America. You try to take her easy, bro. Have a good rest. I got a cigarette. Yeah, Archer. Yeah, they They're trying to fuck Bao pretty bad. Bao pretty bad. Yeah, Brian King, you're right. I watched him. I watched MP lose over 5,000 subscribers in less than a day's time. Oh my gosh, blowing your nose in her ear wobbly. Now that is not very romantic. Blowing your nose in Taylin's ear. That is not romantic at all, bro. You keep telling him that. Maybe in Australia it's romantic, Tay. You know. You ain't even right, Wobbly. You ain't even right. Oh yeah, Archer. He brought it on himself, and yeah, I know he. I'm just saying, in one day's time, he lost 5,000 subscribers in one day's time. And yes, he brought it on himself when he decided to attack News Now Houston. King, you need to go look at him again. Yep, you're right, Eggs. No, it ain't. That is not a very smart thing to do, Archer. Uh, he committed political suicide in our community. Let's put it that way. By doing that, he was a dum dum. Well, that's probably because he lost all his mods over that day. So how'd you rate to becoming a mod for his channel then, Tay? I agree, Archer. Hey, Chinaman, how are you, hon? I won't. Yes, he did, Brian King. Y'all, I'll be right back. I ain't, I ain't gonna take y'all where I'm going. Alrighty. There you go. That was a load off. God dang, what I miss? Yes, Archer, you're right. Yeah, read faster, Flo. No wrench for Brian. Yep, I sure did, Brian. She's playing with you, Brian King. She ain't being serious. Oh my gosh. uh, Poor Brian King. He's getting picked on this morning. uh, Brian ain't a troll. You can't call it whack a troll. It's whack a buddy. It wasn't me, Brian. Y'all cracking me up. We love you, Brian. We do. We're just playing around with you, bro. I hope you know we're just playing around with you, Brian. We ain't being serious. Just keep that in mind, bro. Oh my gosh, I got a beautiful morning to look at this morning. That was funny. Uh, Ask for a rich. Be careful what you ask for. You might get it right. Be careful how you ask for what you want. Face full of wrench. Well, I love all you guys. Y'all are awesome. So there. All of you are awesome. I believe that, Flo. I bet you do. All right, Archer, you take her easy, bro. And enjoy your time with your kids, man. I understand. You got to enjoy that time. Wobbly. uh, Wobbly, that was funny. Wait, I mean mine. uh, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful morning to start. Oh my goodness. Have a good rest, Deadly. Oh, okay. Well, guys, I've been on almost 2 hours. I enjoyed having a good morning coffee with y'all and all that. I'm gonna get off here for a bit. I got a few things to do around here. Um, yeah, I gotta leave y'all for right now. I got a few things to do. Go to Potts. Yes, go to Potts, guys. I might even stop in and say hi to Pot. And I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great, great day. Hope things go good today, and I will talk to y'all later. See y'all at Potts. I'm out, guys.